Day. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you're listening to the sound of my voice. This is the Biafra Superstars Media. My people, things are happening real fast, quick, in that damnable republic called Nigeria. As we speak today, we heard a speech from Nicki Minaj, a great celebrity who had to put a voice in order to speak on the killing of Christians in Nigeria. And not only that, today, Senator Riley Moore is appreciating Nicki Minaj as well, letting the whole world know that they appreciate her support, her on, making sure she shed more light on what is happening in Nigeria in terms of genocide and the rest. So let us listen to what the great Congressman Riley Moore said in this video, in his analysis on Nicki Minaj, and also a warning to the Nigerian government. Also, I will play that video in Kwara State, where, unfortunately, just 2 days ago, on Sunday, this past Sunday, in the church, in the house of God, there was a live stream showing you the ordeal, what Christians go through in the hands of the Fulani Islamic terrorists coming to the house of God to kill and destroy. Watch this and it will blow your mind. But let's start with this interview. Thank you.
Nicki Minaj and United Nations Ambassador Mike Waltz joined forces at the United Nations tonight to spotlight the ongoing persecution of Christians in Nigeria.
I would like to thank President Trump for prioritizing this issue and for his leadership on the global stage. In Nigeria, Christians are being targeted, driven from their homes, and killed. Churches have been burned. Families have been torn apart, and entire communities live in fear constantly, simply because of how they pray. And I want to be clear. Protecting Christians in Nigeria is not about taking sides.
No, but it is the right thing to do. Joining us now, House Appropriations Committee member, West Virginia Congressman Riley Moore. Sir, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me on.
What do you make of this alliance between the UN ambassador and the cultural icon with the curviliciousness?
Well, here's what I'd say. I think she did a great job. She did a great job today at the UN, and I want to personally thank her. I want to thank Nikki for using her platform, her celebrity, to elevate this issue, which is something I've been talking a lot about now over the last several months, which is a genocide. And we've had President Trump designate this country as a country of particular concern, and it obviously spurred her to action. She sees this as an issue that we should all care about. So I want to say thank you to Nikki Minaj. Thank you for using your platform for doing this. And hopefully she'll continue to do so because it is the right thing to do.
I just think about when you put like the Hollywood and entertainment industries kind of derangement when it comes to President Trump, when you can ignore the pressure that you might get from your peers in that industry. When Kim Kardashian went to the White House and worked on like prison reform and sentencing reform, and the people who literally began new lives because Kim Kardashian was willing to do that and work with the first Trump administration. What is possible in terms of reforms and really saving lives and changing lives?
Well, and she's elevated this into the consciousness, I think, of people across the country now, which is, I think, so laudable and why she deserves credit for it. Just this year alone, we've had over 7,000 Christians, our brothers and sisters in Christ, murdered in Nigeria. Now, just yesterday, we got a report that 25 girls were kidnapped from their school and their vice principal murdered by Islamic terrorists. So there's something tragic that is happening there every day. It's why President Trump has made this a priority. And look, he is not playing games. And I think the Nigerians understand that. And I will tell you that they are coming here, the Nigerian government, to speak to myself and others in the United States government to discuss this very important issue to us, protecting Christian lives in that country.
They are coming to America. They are coming to America. They are coming to America. The Nigerian government, they are coming to America. So I'm calling out on all the Christians in Nigeria to make sure you shed more light. Every video you have, every evidence you have of genocide, share it to the American government. Because don't allow the Nigerian government to go to America and spin the narrative. Don't allow them to do that, please. I'm calling out on the Yorubas. 2 days ago, I made a video about Kwara State. I broke it down how they are coming from Kaduna to Kogi, from Kogi to Kwara, from Kwara to Oyo, Oyo to Ogun, Ogun to Lagos. And that's job done. I'm calling out on the Yorubas, please. Ignore this man who wants to tarnish your image. It's not about politics. It's about saving lives. Do not put your life on the hands of Tinubu because your brother is in power and now you want to call genocide politics. Please, to my Yoruba brothers and sisters, the threat is real. As we speak, Kwara State should be your front line. Put all your effort on Kwara State. Protect Kwara State. If you let it go, if you let go Kwara State, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Your land will be gone. Let us move. Let me show you what happened just this last Sunday in Kwara State, in a CAC church while they were praying. The terrorists came and did the unthinkable. Let's go there. Now watch this video. This happened just 48 hours ago in a church known as CAC in Kwara State. I know why I'm calling Kwara State. To the Yorubas, I'm begging you. I am speaking from the perspective of a good neighbor. Nnamdi Kanu is not the problem. Simon Ekpa is not the problem. The Igbos in Lagos are not your problem. Do not allow them to tribalize this one. There is fire on the mountain. Watch what happened in this church just 48 hours ago in Kwara State. Watch this. See the way the terrorists came into this church in a live service. Thank God there was a live stream that captured it in real time. And I hope going forward, you will see how this thing happens. Watch this video. You're seeing here, the pastor was preaching with the congregation. Then he started hearing gunshots. At this point, they were not sure what was happening. So they went towards safety. They were running towards the office of the pastor or the priest. They were running towards the office or the pastor of the priest because they were confused. There was pandemonium in the house of God. Let's keep going. You can see the elderly also trying their best to escape what's going on. The poor, the meek, the gentle, the young, the old. They're all trying to understand what's going on. There's a terror attack as we speak. An Islamic terror attack as we speak. Let's keep going. Now they know it's real, but unfortunately, nowhere to run to, nowhere to hide. To all the churches in Nigeria, I want to say if it's possible to have a fire exit door, a secret fire exit door where you guys can just open and run. Because if you have just one entry and one exit, when the terrorists come, you'll be left with a situation like this. There should be a secret fire exit door. Because what happened next in this video was very, very sad. You can hear the children crying, the elderly getting confused, and unfortunately, some of them were pushed away from the pastor's office to fend for themselves. Defenseless souls had to fend for themselves. Keep watching. Keep watching. Lord have mercy. I will have to take the sound out because I'm not happy with what I'm hearing. It's just a very, very sad one. So I'll take the sound off. Okay, the sound is muted, so I'll probably narrate it going forward. Let's continue. That's not terrorists going there, looking at what's going on. The gunshots were still going out. Now they are wondering where everybody is. He's still shooting his guns, wondering where everybody was. He has killed those two people who were hiding behind that sofa, unfortunately. And now they found their location. So they're going in, they're telling them to move in, and gunshots were going out. And they went into the office of the pastor. People were shot by the window. The terrorists they're not in control of the whole premises. There's still a live stream going on. The terrorists didn't know there was a live stream going on, but they found out towards the end. Now they're carrying all the bags, the belongings of the Christians. You can see these are dirty looking ragtag animals. Dirty looking ragtag animals who don't respect the house of God. They say they believe in God, they believe in Islam, they believe in Allah, but they don't respect the house of God. Look at them looting, desecrating the house of God. Now they keep on going there. They're all in now. They're stealing as much as possible. After stealing, they will now go into the pastor's hiding place. Gunshots were still being, let off at the stage. This is what they do. Now they've got in there. They're shooting some guns now to break the bullets, to break the door lock. They've gone in now. They've gone into the location of the pastor and the church members. Gunshots were going off at close range. Lots of gunshots going off at close range. People were killed in there. And we also heard the pastor was kidnapped alive. There they go. It's a very, very sad one. It's very, very sad. In the house of God, this is going on. These guys don't respect the house of God. So tell me, what God do they really serve? If you can do this in the house of God, what God do you really serve? That's the question. What God do they really serve? They kept on ransacking. And before you know it, they suddenly found the live stream camera, because people were now calling the church. Those who were inside the church were now, those who were watching from live stream were now ringing the church. And that was how one of the terrorists then found the live stream and ended it. Keep watching. Keep watching. Boom. There you go. He now found the live stream and shut it down. Let's take it back a little bit more. Keep watching from the stage. You will also see blood on the floor. You will see blood on the tiles to show you people have been killed before he found the live stream. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. He found out because a phone was ringing there. Because people on the live stream were wondering what's going on. So keep going now. That's them there now. They found out now that that's a live stream. Keep going. Keep going. That's a block. Can you see the red line there on the floor? Those are bloods on the floor. And that's a terrorist now. He has found the live stream. Keep going. And that's his face. The face of a murderer. The face of an Islamic jihadist. The face of those committing genocide, killing the Christians. The face of Islam. The face of death. The face of jihad. Today, I want to call out and cry again to the Yorubas. I want to plead with you. To the Yorubas, I want to plead with you in the name of God. Please let go of these petty differences with the Igbos. Forget about tribalism now and fight to save and secure your land. To the Yorubas, I understand that Tinubu is a Yoruba man. I understand the president of Nigeria is a Yoruba man. But please, do not allow tribalism to cloud your judgment on this one. I want to plead with you. Do what is right. Condemn the genocide of the Christians happening in Nigeria. I want to plead with you. I want to beg you to do what is right, please. These are devils. These are monsters. We must deal with these monsters. We must allow America to come and save us. For the past 16 years, this has been going on. For the first time, a country has decided to come and save us. To the Yorubas, please, do not do politics with this one. Do not do tribal politics with this one. I want to plead to the Yorubas, please. I've seen how your pastors, your Yoruba pastors, they have really let me down. They have let the Christians down. Pastor E.A. Adegboye of the Redeemed Church of God said, Nigerian government should find a way to delay Donald Trump for 100 days. They should find a way to delay the activities of Donald Trump for 100 years or 100 days. According to psychology, they say out of mind is out of sight, or out of sight is out of mind. Anything you delay for more than 30 days, going to 60 days, then it is out of your mind. If you are going into the gym, if you're into the gym and you let go gym for 30 days, and now you're heading towards 60 days, it will be hard for you to go back into the gymming world. So when he said that the Nigerian government, a man of God, a preacher from the Yoruba land, a pastor said Nigerian government should find a way to delay Donald Trump for 100 days. They should delay the activities of Trump coming to Nigeria for 100 days. It means they should find a way to distract Donald Trump from understanding the real situation. I was thrown aback. I was baffled. I couldn't believe it that a man of God, seeing this happening to his own people, will put politics first before the life of the people. To the Yorubas, please, the Igbos are not your problem. They have told you a lie. The Tinubu government have sold you a lie. The Igbos are not your problems. The Igbos are not your problems. Please, listen to me. They are saying the Igbos have bought Lagos. Today, I want to clarify something. That it is only the businessmen who are Igbos that have the means, that have the financial wherewithal to buy lands, to buy houses, to break down houses while they now rebuild and refurbish. They are the only ones that have the money, the businessmen. And what do you know about businessmen, entrepreneurs, those with the entrepreneurial spirit? What do you know about them? They are there to make risk in their business, make profit, and when they make profit, they can invest in other things. That doesn't mean they're buying Lagos. Please, don't believe the narrative. Don't compare yourself with the Igbo businessmen. The Igbos, we are known for business. So those of them doing business in Lagos, I am pleading with the Yorubas, do not compare yourself with them. If you are into your 9 to 5, if you have a regular job, if you have an employer and you are doing your job from Monday to Friday, do not juxtapose yourself with the activities, the lifestyle of the Igbo businessmen. That will be suicidal because you will now be hurting yourself for no reason. You'll be looking down on yourself for no reason. Don't forget, you are working a business. You are employed by somebody. Don't compare yourself with a businessman who has billions of dollars or naira to do his business. Breaking news, my people know how on a day. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you're listening to the sound of my voice. This is the Biafra Superstars Media. Breaking news. Our leader, Oyendo Nnamdi Kanu, today, he has filed a $550 million of million naira lawsuit against the Nigerian Medical Association, NMA, Nigerian Medical Association, over an alleged forged report. As you know, that on the month, or was in the month of September, 26 September, Justice James Omotosho asked the medical team, the NMA, to carry out a test on Nnamdi Kanu. This was discussed or ordered to them on the 26th of September, but strangely, they did not do it. Instead, they came with a report showing the 22nd of September. That didn't make sense. That didn't go down well. So people were asking, how could it be that a judge gave you a task on the 26th of September to go and do something? Then when you came back with your results, your date was showing 22nd of September. 4 days before you met the judge, 4 days before you came to the court, 4 days before you knew you'll be the one to test Nnamdi Kanu for his health grounds. So that's a big, in fact, that's a very, very big fraud. It's a forge. It's a forged document. So Nnamdi Kanu has now put out a suit of 550 million naira because they believe that that forged document was the reason why he wasn't granted, his medical leave to be in hospital to heal himself. So at this point, before we go into going through all, the comments, let us go and see the video from our very good brother, Maxwell Okpara, where he broke it down. If you are ready, let's go there. Watch this.
Nnamdi Kanu, this is FCT High Court, Abuja. So, Nnamdi Kanu has filed a 550 million naira suit against Nigerian Medical Council and the 10 medical doctors that conspired and issued a fake medical report against him. And the court ordered that they should examine Nnamdi Kanu, but that they never did. So they went to wrote what they call medical report, and it was that medical report that made the court to refuse Nnamdi Kanu's bail. So based on that, we have written to them, and they did not show any remorse. So we have filed a suit against them, it's 550 million naira suit against Nigerian Medical Council and other medical doctors. So that is the position. That's a law.
This is a serious. Hold it there, Mr. Barrister Aloy. I say Aloy Jimako. Family, my Barrister Maxwell Okpara. Hold it there. This is a very serious situation. This is a very, very serious case. Because I remember vividly well, then Nnamdi Kanu's health condition was, before this so-called trial or defense, he needed some medical treatment, which they refused him on the ground that he was healthy And the so-called thing brought by the NMA, Nigerian Medical Association, it was forged. Hey, Nigeria. We are hearing now that the documentation was forged. So let us go through these things, because sometimes we need to break it down to hear exactly what this man said in this video. It is vital. Let's go there and hear it again. Listen.
This is FCT High Court, Abuja. So, has filed a 550 million naira suit against the Nigerian Medical Council and the 10 medical doctors that conspired and issued a fake medical report against him.
Okay, so now he filed that lawsuit of 550 million on the NMA, Nigerian Medical Association, and also the 10 doctors. Doctors, on a license go. This one on a license. Hey, God. Hey, see problem. And they filed it against the 10 lawyers. I mean the 10 doctors that put their name on that fake medical report. Hey God. Doctors, why did you get involved? How can a medical doctor get involved in this? Because I saw those lists and the names of the medical doctors, only one was an Igbo name. Umosu or something, the rest the Hausa name and Fulani name plus Yoruba name. To the Yoruba doctors that did this thing, to the Yorubas, what is all this thing? I saw that list. I saw the list, and now you guys were playing with fire. Sometimes you assume things like that can just go off the. No, Nnamdi Kanu is somebody that will take you to court. That's fraud now. It's fraudulent now. Judge told you on the 26th of September, you met the judge. So yeah, go and carry a test on this man. Then you came back, the result is showing 22nd. How is that possible now? Where did you get the result from? It was doctored, it was fake, it was forged. Okay, let's continue. Listen.
The court ordered that they should examine Nnamdi Kanu, but that they never did. So they went to wrote what they call medical report, and it was that medical report that made the court to refuse Nnamdi Kanu's bail. So that's why.
Yeah, oh God, hey, nah, those 10 lawyers, that 10 doctors, I'm worried for them, because things like this, things like this, your license is on the line, Well, for Nigeria, but here in the Western world, if you by mistake do something like this, your license is gone. Your license is gone. A friend of mine who was a mental health nurse, the same thing happened. He told me how he lost his license. There was a very difficult patient with mental health. This patient can't pretend like say him don't they come. As the female nurses were taking him to his secured room, he can't grab chair for reception. As he grabbed the chair now, these are female nurses. So this, my friend, will be male mental health nurse. Say as the guy grab the chair, raise him, one smash the girl. In fact, one bust the girl head. I see one bust the girl head. Now him can't rush. He can't jump. Can't grab the guy for air. The guy can't fall. As the guy fall, the chair self fall for the guy hand, everything. But the guy can't bruise in ribs for one chair and table when near. He bruised in ribs. He hurt his elbows. You know what I mean? So when they can't take reports now, they now said what he did was like a bodily harm to the person, an assault. He now said no, he was trying to save the colleagues that could have lost their head or their eyesight. They said no. What he did was an assault to the patient. And by so doing, he lost his license as a mental health nurse. Melo, a male guy, being a mental health nurse. In his own case, so he was trying to help a colleague that man would have smashed that girl's head. The girl was his witness. The girl spoke and cried in court. But the judge said no. Now, assault. So this one now, in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, a judge instructed them to carry out this test on this man. But they said, okay, yes, your honor. But they went back and did something else. They came with a conducted result. To call it spade, I'm someone that keeps it real. To call it spade, what they did is this. The DSS on the 22nd carried out their shabby test on Nnamdi Kanu. When Nnamdi Kanu's own lawyer came and said Nnamdi Kanu is not well, he showed the result that he has health conditions, severe health conditions. The DSS were being adamant. On the 22nd of September, DSS now made their own so-called test on him. They came back and said, see, now we told you, you are fine. Let me say, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? So that's why they took it to the judge to deal with. Judge now told the NMA, Nigerian Medical Association, so, okay, you are the body in Nigeria that deals with anything medicals. Go and carry out a test, an independent test on this man, and give me the results. Unfortunately, being lazy or perhaps being, colluding with the DSS, they chose not to carry out any test. They only brought the results that the DSS had done on the 22nd. They now pretended it was them that carried it out, and they showed it to the judge. But as God will have it, they didn't have no test on Nnamdi Kanu. As God will have it, there was a date. Oh my God, have mercy. God is good. There was a date on the so-called results, the medical health results. The date was showing 22nd of September 2025. That was where the enemy made a mistake, because Nnamdi Kanu and his legal team now said, it means what they brought here was the DSS rubbish basic medical stuff. And now they brought it to the attention of those doctors and the enemy, and they were nonchalant about it. And now Nnamdi Kanu has gone to court to sue them. Nigeria, you guys neglect everything. This negligence, this attitude, those 10 doctors, their licenses will be revoked in the Western world. That's why I was laughing. That's a big case. To falsify the medical record of somebody. That's a very, very big, a severe case here in the Western world. God, let's go. Listen.
To have written to them, and they did not show any remorse. So we have filed a suit against them. It's 550 million naira.
They did not show any remorse. I don't care attitude. Naibo man now. We have the backing of the DSS. Nothing will happen. They showed no remorse. So the legal team of Nnamdi Kanu, through Nnamdi Kanu, now filed for 550 million naira. Okay, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Against the Nigerian Medical Council and other medical doctors. So that is the position.
Okay, that's good. Thank you, my brother. I really appreciate that. So at this point, I've gone to the Facebook page of the brother from Nnamdi Kanu, Prince Imakano, fine boy. Let us read what he said here. The criminal doctors who doctored the Nnamdi Kanu's medical reports. The names of the medical professionals who falsified the records. So let us go to the record here. This is the record here, as you can see. It's all signed and everything is there. So let's read the names of the 10 doctors that allegedly did this 419. Let's open it up. Please follow me on this one. Follow me on this one. Let us zoom in. Zoom in again. Okay, good. So the names are as follows. It says Dr. Let me make it bigger again. Dr. Bala Mohammed Audu. I told you most of the names are Hausa and Yoruba names. Dr. Bala Mohammed Audu. Dr. Benjamin Igbo. Professor Imam Ibrahim. Dr. Ajibare Adiola. Dr. Temitokpe Farombi. Dr. Sunday Samson Owolade. Dr. Mustafa Said Salihu. Ah, God have mercy. Dr. Yarima Suleiman Yusuf. Dr. Onwonsu Ekioma. Onwonsu. Dr. Onwosu. Maybe my name be that too. Ekioma, what have you done to your own? Onwosu. Okay, let's continue. Dr. Benjamin Oluwatosin Oluwojegbutu. Wow, these are the 10 names. The 10 names involved in this nonsense. So they are responsible for this nonsense. Okay, at this point, I would like us to just go through some of the comments on this lawsuit. Let us test the pulse, because I always love to test the pulse, the temperature of people who are listening, to see if they are on the side of Nnamdi Kanu or on the side of the Zoo government. So let's go and test the temperature. When you open it up, what do you see? Let's keep going. That's me there. I've put my own plugins there. So this one says, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is just exposing the now disgraced country, even in detention. Wow. This one say, I still think between Tinubu and Nnamdi Kanu, who be the real Jagaban. Okay, more like a satire. It's being funny. This one said, under a corrupt and terrorist government of Nigeria, every of its institutions has been plagued with the same corruption. Nigeria is indeed a failed and disgraced country. Things can never get better because this is the issue. Has spanned for generations. The solution is to break up Nigeria. Okay, I hear you. This one says, look at how they keep disgracing Nigeria in all corners of the world. Was Trump not right when he described you as a disgraced country? In capitals. The other one said, a whole body of enemy will forge report against you. Haba, this guy is really enjoying the chicken in DSS custody. He's not ready to eat beans in Kuje now. Wow, okay. She lay a bed, so you lie on it. No wala. This one, his name is Adeomo Ifa. He said, this one, they use scope, they delay judgment. Oga enter jail, jeje. See the sentiments? This one, they call him this one. The other one said this one. Okay, no wala. Another one said, Nigeria is a disgraced country and country of a particular concern. And they did some art on some people there. Okay, good. This one said, Abubakar Sadiq Mohammed, this clown never stops amusing me. By this time next week, it's gonna be game over. No more Fendi tracksuit and luxury room. It will be bean and bed bugs, inshallah. Hey, God. He put God there, inshallah, by God's grace. This hatred is real. Look, we cannot be together. This hatred, they're real. I keep saying this. The hatred they have for us is real. Okay, let's continue. This one said, a welcome development. Our institution must not only do the right thing, they must also be seen to be able to be above manipulations. Let the facts come out. A country where official documents can be forged without consequence is a country playing with fire. Wow, okay. The other one said, Nigeria is completely dead and gone. How can the Nigeria Medical Association forge a medical report of someone? Nigeria is evil. The other one said, everyday lawsuits will be flying in this country, but nobody actually goes to jail or pay anything. It looks like the lawsuit is another buzzword in this country. Okay, I hear you. This one say, I can't believe this guy is still held hostage. This is the madness of a colonial infection. My tiny pony brain can't comprehend why this dude is being stressed out. Kanu is a figure that can be used to unify this well-cobbled together nation. Okay, but instead, maybe that's the point. One said, many Xmas in advance in prison. Wow. A Yoruba girl, he say, Merry Christmas in advance in prison. To the Yorubas. We don't hate you guys, but this thing, I don't know. Okay. Another one say, who they advise this man? I beg, make them sentence the weary. Make everywhere calm. Yoruba. Why this hatred? Where did it come from? Where this hatred come from now? Okay, let's continue. This one say, why them they delay this guy judgment self? Hey, the more they delay, the more this nonsense. Where they go, they come up. God, Lord have mercy. This one say, the now disgraced country keeps proving them right. Almost every institution in Nigeria has questionable character. Hey, Lord have mercy. Olatunji Oluniyo talk say, better tell Kanu to start getting ready. His jail time go too long. Wow. That one shocked me. It shocked me. He said, better tell Kanu to start getting ready. His jail time go too long. One said, all the courts where this fellow has taken his case should speedily hear them before he begins to serve his sentence for the 20th of November. Already condemned him. These are just devised measures to continue to appear in public and make a nuisance. Wow. It really pain me. Say, youths, our youths, why are you like this? Why are you like our youths? Okay, let's continue. Which medical report is that? It asks broke. Okay. Next one say, my man is looking for money in any angle. The nation is more common. One say, the lion himself. Maximum respect or Hamadike. Nigeria go cry. Okay. Another one say, where madmen and fools run Nigeria. This one said their trespasses will fetch us currencies. Let them bring it on. And now Mekano will be their end. Okay. And this one said, Kano is really catching fun in the DSS detention facilities. Keep suing and filing motions every day. We are watching from far. Now, wow. This one say, lawsuits now water for Kano side. Making a mockery of Nnamdi Kanu. Lawsuits now water for Nnamdi Kanu side. This one can't talk say, now watch how DSS will leave the medical team hanging even though they allegedly are involved in it. Good point. Very good point. One said IPOB should sue every member of that organization who lives overseas. Okay. This one talks say Nigeria is a disgraced country indeed. Another one say Nigerian government is in trouble. It's in trouble where we don't get the money to pay MMK. Nigerian government is still borrowing money from China. One say now so you be when you F up, you find out. Okay. This one say this guy is a Kolo. Oh my God, it's on Kolo. Okay. One talk say Nigeria go surrender at the end. Another one say if the MMA forge the report, they've crossed the line. Professional misconduct at its peak. Wow. Another one say I knew that report from enemy was fake. I don't trust anything in Nigeria. One contact say the criminals involved must be brought to justice. Hey God. One contact say just look for more reasons to stall his judgment. Just looking for more reasons to stall his judgment. Ah, God. I told my father one time, Daddy, if I was among the crowd that crucified Jesus, I would have stopped them. I would say, no, don't crucify Jesus. When Pilate brought out Barnabas and Jesus, Pilate, they show off. He thinks, say, the crowd go choose Barnabas. But then, bye. Pontius Pilate, his attitude is like this man they call Goswell Akpabio, that kind of attitude. He was showing off with the assumption that when in talk say, I present to you Barnabas, you all call him a criminal, you call him a drug man, you call him a this, a that. Whom should I free? I present Barnabas and I present to you Jesus. This Jesus now one Jew man when he talks say be king of waiting, king of the Jews. He's a drunkard, he's a small boy, he's a charlatan. Today, I want to read your mind. Whom should I release to you guys on this day? He was shocked when the crowd told him, give us Barnabas. Release Barnabas to us. But for Jesus, so, now him will buy. He said, no. I say Barnabas is the one you call the Boko Haram. Barnabas is the one you call the headsman. Barnabas is the Fulani Cabal. Barnabas is the bad government in Nigeria. Barnabas is your end bad government in Nigeria. He is a kidnapper. He is a criminal. He is a 419er. He is a Fulani headsman. He is the one coming to steal your land. Barnabas. But this one called Jesus. Now small boy now, they drink wine when he talk with him talk. They say, thank you. But we want Barnabas to be freed. Give us Jesus to go crucify. He was confused. At the end, he said, in this case, so I will wash my hands off. The blood of Jesus is not on my hand. It will be on you all. Because to me, you are about to kill an innocent man. They told him, let the blood of Jesus be on our head, on our children's head, and our children's head. They went to kill Jesus at the end and all those things. So I was telling my father, I said, Father, if I was there back then, I wouldn't do it. He said, no, son. If you were there then, you would have been cajoled by the Pharisees. Those in the crowd, the Pharisees have already told them that Jesus is a bad person. So they were cajoled, they were fooled by the Pharisees. So like today in Nigeria now, mainly those in the north, not Hausa, those in the north, they hate Nnamdi Kanu with a passion because they believe he is the problem. In fact, they hate him more than the Fulani Cabal, headsmen, Boko Haram, ISIS. When he was kidnapped from Kenya, we saw what happened now. Malami made a broadcast in his language, in a native language, and there was jubilation in the north. There was jubilation in the north. The only embarrassment I have is some of my Yoruba people, you guys are joining the north to be doing this thing. That's the only place I have the embarrassment, because I expect the north to be the north. They are deaf, they are dumb, they are blind. I understand that. It's okay for the north to act the way they act, because I have judged them, I have seen their level, their capacity to reason, their capability to understand what is happening. They don't understand what is going on in Nigeria. So I understand that one man can tell them, this person is bad, like the Pharisees did on Jesus, and they all went against Jesus. I understand that of the North, but the Yorubas, you say you are the most educated in Nigeria. You give your crown, you give yourself that crown that you are the most educated in Nigeria. Then I expect you guys to do better. You know? Because sometimes I ask myself, why is it that when your brother, Chief Dr. Sunday Adeyemo, aka Sunday Igboho, one of my champions, one of my heroes, when he had his problem, none of the Igbos came out to talk ill of him. No Igbo person, no Igbo media, no Igbo journalist spoke ill about him. In fact, if they have brought him to Nigeria and the judge to try him was an Igbo man, the judge will release him. That's who we are. But in your own case, na Buhari na kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. But today, Justice James Omotosho, they carry this thing for head. Today, the AGF, they carry him for head. Today, the prosecutors, they carry him for head. Today, some of you in the media, you are speaking this way, calling him the proscribed leader of IPOB. And today, we see that what's happening now. That even your Nigerian Medical Association, 10 doctors, they've got their hand dirty in the case of Nnamdi Kanu. They allow themselves to be tainted by the Nigerian government, by the DSS, in the case of Nnamdi Kanu. It's very, very sad. I expect the North to be the North. Those in the North, I expect they're like infants. They're like children. One man will tell them, say, I do this, then they will do it. I understand that is their animalistic way of life. The way a shepherd go usher in sheep. One dog can be at the front, the whole sheep go follow that dog. I understand they are still, backward people. To call a spade, they are still backward. But the Yoruba should know better, because I don't think the Biafrans will be rejoicing if anything should happen to Chief Sunday Adeyemo, aka Sunday Igboho. And to call a spade, we saw Igboho with a gun. He shot a gun. He leaked out some bullet shots. But to us, we felt what he was doing was right, because he was doing it to defend his land. He's a man. I respect him. So for the Yorubas who are doing this thing, laughing at us, you are happy that bad things are happening to us. When the Nigerian government is attacking us, you are happy. Make una rethink, because this thing, when the table turn for the second time, we'll be careful. Go and do your research. Do the research of what they call Oso Abiola. From the perspective of the Igbos, when Yorubas and the North were having their fracas, when they came to buy Abiola, go and check what we went through, because we chose not to align ourselves with the North. We chose not to laugh at you guys. They've caught your best man. They are killing your best. We didn't do that. We're neutral. And when the war was coming to us, we had to run away. People died in the process. Because we said, no, we shall not join bad thing. MKO win the election. We're not going to join bad thing. We're not going to join the North against the Yorubas. But today, what I'm saying here, it's like you guys, you are happy. You are begging them to use you against us. It's very, very sad. But I rest my case. For those that have ears, let them hear. For those that have ears, let them hear. No more talk.
Yeah. Check me out. Superstars Media. Lord Logan. Bloomington, Lord Logan. And it's Wild Flora Show. 1914 amalgamation is what we dying for. 3 nations to 1 nation. Ever since annihilation. Nepotism is nonsense. You and you, clap your hands. Biafra gonna come, clap your hands. Biafra, Oduduwa, we're free now. Freedom is gonna come, we're free now. Yeah.